Alright, how you doing, Brian? This is just a tutorial for you, so I don't have to explain everything over the phone. So pretty much, this is how we're going to properly do Facebook ads so that you can make the picture clickable to the link. That way you don't get as many clicks that don't count as clicks, meaning you get clicks that are on the picture or are on pretty much the see more. You want to get clicks that are directly to a link in which people could access your information. We're going to get you more involved with WordPress. You know, even the fact if you send me an image and what you want to write as text, I'll make a simple 5-minute blog post on whatever that is, and then we can link it right to that link. That way, people have we have a way of tracking people who come for that lead, making them leads. So we're going to start off pretty much on the regular Facebook MAS page where you would normally post something. Alright, but let's get something to post. Alright, so pretty much this is a blog article that I wrote a couple weeks ago, on the Volkswagen Golf GTI. So we're just going to use that. We're going to copy and paste the URL first, and then we're going to go over to this tab, the URL builder. So go to Google, type in URL builder, it'll be the first one. Pops up, you're going to click on that, and this is where you put the URL for the Volkswagen. Now the campaign source is always going to be social media for you because you're a social media guy, and the medium's always going to be Facebook. Make sure you spell these both correct, because if you don't, then the tracking won't have an effect. Now this is the important part. This is the campaign name. So it starts off the month and the year. So March 2017 underscore MAS military auto source underscore. Now this is going to be PX or AX or ECOM. Pretty much going to be probably dealing with PX and AX more than ECOM. So for this sake, Volkswagen, you go AX, and if it's an organic post, which pretty much you're going to be mainly doing, it's going to be worldwide. That's what WW stands for. If you're doing more paid posts in the future, you're going to be changing this to Europe, which is EU, or Far East, which is FE, or Middle East, which is ME. Then you have the name of the brand, which is Volkswagen, and what the article is, which is Volkswagen Golf GTI blog. And then for you, what we're going to do with all of your specific posts, just put Brian H. Volkswagen Golf GTI blog 317. That way we know that you get credit for this and that you know you're doing your job. So as soon as that campaign's name filled out, double check, make sure all the variables are in it. So remember, it's the month and the year, MAS, PX or AX or ECOM, worldwide, or in your case it would be worldwide, but when you do paid it would be Far East, Middle East, or Europe. The brand, your name, and then what the link is to, which is the Volkswagen Golf GTI blog post, and the month and day that you are making the campaign name. So we're going to go over, click to convert. We're going to copy and paste the shortened URL, and we're going to go back to Facebook. Now we're going to go right into the post like you normally would, and we're just going to copy and paste the shortened URL and press space. Now you can get rid of the URL, and then you could custom make whatever you want from this ad. You don't want to make them too long because people don't want to read 2 paragraphs worth of stuff. Now that we're linking everything back to the blog, we're going to be able to pretty much have all the information on the blog and just a short snippet of what you want to, you know, of what it is that we're selling, why you should choose us, and pretty much who we are. So we're going to say military auto source, hyphen, the 2017 Volkswagen Golf GTI is available to order. I like to make everything all capitals, or if you're just going to do them all short, make them all short. But since it's short, I tend to go with all capitals. It makes it stand out a little more. It's available to order with your exclusive military pricing. Now you want to include a call to action as well. So pretty much what that means is you want to do click below for more details. And you could also change what this wants to say. So say you don't want to put exclusive military pricing, you could always delete that. And then say you wanted to add something to this, you can. Be careful because the characters are shortened. I think you can only go to a certain amount. Let's see how far. Yeah, you can only go up to there. I like to make it as capital. Now this is just a test. I'm not actually going to be posting this. I already did a post on this, but so military auto source is an authorized distributor, blah 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 blah. And you could add another image to it if you want, make it a slider. If you add a few, that's great. And then you're just gonna hit publish. And the benefit to this is when you click on the image, it doesn't just make the image larger, it actually links back to the whole blog post. So they get all the information that they would want to receive if they're interested in and the best thing about it is that we could actually track them past this too, because we added links to go to the request a quote page, so and multiple clicks. So that would be a great opportunity for us to actually accurately track what's going on our Facebook pages. So pretty much, that would be a good way. Our job as social media marketers is to sell cars. It's not specifically to sell cars for certain locations. So any way that we could increase our reach, or any way that we could increase our clicks and our conversions, because I'd rather get free clicks than pay, money for clicks. And that just gives more information to the reader, and it's honestly a nicer layout too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Brian. I'll make another tutorial of something else soon, possibly of the business manager, and I'll send it your way. Have a good one, dude.